Hey, what's up guys? Man, what a nice day. There's no sun out, so it's cool. It looks like it's pretty heavily overcast, so maybe we'll be lucky and it won't rain for a little while and we can get some work done. You notice I'm standing here next to this gorgeous piece of machinery. And well, she's got a little bit of a problem. She's oil's just running out of the slobber tube on the driver's side. Sounds like it's got a dead cylinder. The thermostats aren't bringing the temperature up on the engine, and it's still running the electric fuel pump. And my brand new cab jack pump is leaking. So there's a ton of little things going on. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to jump in there, take off this exhaust, take off that intake, and pull this turbo off, get the blower cleaned out, change the thermostats, put a fuel pump on, and get the valve covers off and see if we got a broken valve spring or a broken injector or something on the driver's side. And it's just tons and tons of stuff to do. So let's get started, eh? All right, so we're gonna get after getting the coolant out of this thing. Now, this is a perfect size tote for draining the cooling system. It holds about 20 gallons, and maybe not that many, but it holds a lot of gallons. And we need to get the coolant down, the coolant level down below the down below the thermostat. Right in the mouth. Cooling system had some pressure on it, which was surprising. Well, we probably can't reach the radiator cap. I can just get to it, but I can't turn it, so that's unfortunate. All right, so some of the things we're going to do is we're going to change this heater hose, these two heater hoses. Right now we just have a loop in. We did that repair on the road, but we'll get these two heater hoses changed. One goes back to the rear and one goes up to the front, and what we'll do is we'll put new ones onto here. Maybe we'll put a new valve in, then we can change the ones to the cab later, and we'll just put a loop inside those two valves, but we'll get a look at that. Chad changed this one while we were out there. I'd like to get some new ones for up here, so we'll take these off completely because the thermostats are in this housing, and then there's a cross tube that goes across, and that needs new hoses on it, and then the fuel pump's right below this cross tube. So I'm gonna get a look at the blower. I was originally going to take the blower off because there was some debris in there, but I think I'm gonna hit it with pressure washer. We're also gonna rewire the original Jake wiring, and we'll have to track some wiring down for that. And we're gonna put a shutoff on this that goes up in the cab. I might have one, I might not, but I'm gonna try and find a place to put you. This is the thermostat housing. We've got to take that off, so we're gonna take this upper hose off, this hose off, take these bolts off. There's also that hose right here. See it down in there? And there's a cross tube that goes over to the other one. These engines have two separate cooling systems. And it's pretty crazy. So that's why it has two top radiator hoses, because this side of the engine is cooled independently from that side of the engine. You can actually have one side stuck and overheating, and the other side cool as a cucumber and not know it's even happening. So that area down next to the blower was pretty much packed up with crap, and I see now that after driving it for a bunch, it looks like that's no longer a thing. We'll look over at the other side. All right, so if you see down here, there's a bunch of crap down in there, and that's why I was going to take the blower off. But what I may do is just get the pressure washer up in here. Looks like a lot of it's out of there, so yeah, that one might be a problem. So maybe we will. Man. Oh, this thermostat's definitely closed. Okay. Glad we dropped that. It's always good once you see it moving to stop and make sure you can secure it. So we got this hose here and this hose here, and both of those seem like they're resistant to my charms. Oh, okay, not so bad. Thermostat, lower housing. We're going to need gaskets. Hopefully I have them. This hose goes across. There's another thermostat housing on the other side. So we're going to take this hose off at the other side so I can get in at the fuel pump, and we'll get a look at changing that fuel pump right now. And then we'll clean that all up, and we'll put a new thermostat and housing on this side, and then go over to the other side, take that thermostat housing apart. We'll put this one all on and get it ready, and then we'll take the other one off and then put that cross tube back on this one, tighten it up, and then leave it exposed over there and try and put it together. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab that pipe and give it a little wiggle and see if I can pull it off, and I did. So we'll see when it comes out of there if there's anything special. And it looks just like, it looks pretty even, and so I'm just going to put an arrow to this side. Okay, so this is the fuel pump right here. There's some lines, and so this line right here is a fuel line that goes over to the other side, and it's the outer casing is damaged, so we may change that while we're in here, because it does not look like any fun to do later. And it's just, it goes down in here, and it's the it's this one, number 2 here. So we may do it. It's just the outer braiding that's bad, but you know, while you're in there, you know, bing, bang, boom, Bob's your uncle. Do it. So we'll take these 2 fuel lines off, get this fuel pump out. We'll put the fittings on the new fuel pump. We'll put the new fuel pump in. We'll put these lines back on. And this one right here I never did change, and I'm wondering right now why I didn't. But we'll get a look at that. We'll get a look at this one. All right, so this is the pump. These are the 3 bolts I was working on. Oops, we're gonna need a gasket. Hopefully there is one. And this is what engages it into the blower drive. And the pump turns fine. Not sure why it wasn't working, but you know, it's fine. And it looks like it's the small pump. So we're gonna look at putting the big pump on. Probably that's the problem, is the relief valve is stuck. But anyways, we're gonna get a look at it, see what goes on, and we'll get back to you. All right, so here's our pumps. This is the pump that was on it, standard flow pump. It feels like it might be wore out in there. We're gonna pop it apart, but not quite yet. This is a new standard pump, and this is a new high volume pump. And we're probably gonna run this pump because we are gonna put big injectors in this. So we wanna have plenty of fuel flow. So the difference being, you see how these are arranged? We can put this fitting on the out here, and it's gonna go like this in the machine, right? And so this will be no big deal. The out will be right here. It'll come in, and then the inlet will be here, and we'll plug this one off. So let's go get a plug, and then we'll fitting this up real quick, clean these up, fitting it up, and we'll set it up in there. Don't let me forget this. This is what drives the pump, and then we'll see how it goes. So we'll be right back. So I kept you guys in the dark during the fuel pump because it was super frustrating, and there wasn't nothing. There wouldn't have been any good footage anyways because it was all getting mad and, you know, stuff like that. So right now I'm cleaning off this thermostat housing, so it'll take a new gasket. Okay, and cut my finger just a little bit like I always do. That's okay. Hey, what's up guys? Man, nice day out today. I'm gonna try and stay undercover and not get super burnt. Got me some new boots today. So by, you know, maybe an hour or so from now, this should be totally ruined. So here's this package. This is what it looked like when I got it, you know, off the UPS truck. The good thing is that there was no damage. And what this is I saw this battery box on one of the Facebook groups, and you know, it's a diamond plate, and I'm not necessarily fond of diamond plate battery boxes or battery box lids, but this one just looked cool. And let me make sure there's nothing else in the box. this one looked good, and I need one anyways. You know, they are required, so this will look kind of cool. I'm on the fence of which truck I'm going to put it on. The Aerodyne, Tricia, Crystal, but we will put it on something. We'll probably, I think it's plated, so we'll probably just scrub it up, make it look good, and put it on a truck. But anyways, let's get started doing something today. I think we're gonna finish up the cooling system on Marla. But anyways, thanks for coming, guys. With, you know, squirrel turds, and you see all this stuff in there. This stuff's not supposed to be there. You should be able to see down along the side of the blower, and so we're just picking this stuff out of here and then vacuuming it up, and until we get that. See it down in there. It's not supposed to be impacted. It's supposed to be cooling, you know, but we're gonna dig at it, and vacuum and dig and vacuum and dig and vacuum until we get it all cleared out, like this back here. See, that was what I was just doing, was digging that out and vacuuming, and so anyways, we'll let you. Gonna get this radiator hose in. Probably gonna be sitting right in front of where you need to be to see me. Hopefully you can see me right there, but we're gonna put this hose in, and before we do that, we're gonna put this bolt in. This bolt holds these hoses here out of the fan. Get it out of this thing. Okay, so yeah, I'll probably do this with this hose, and I'll go get a clamp, because I think that's what it's supposed to do anyways. So let me go get one, and I'll be right back. Once we get the cooling system filled, we're going to once we get the cooling system filled back up, we'll take the valve covers off that side first, and we'll hold down the injector plunger individually, and we'll listen for a change in the engine. And then if we don't hear a good change in the engine, then we'll assume there's no bad injector on that side. All right, so you see how that goes now. This AC line, we're going to do something a little different with this AC line as well. And this wiring is probably okay, but we're gonna do something different with these. Like this hose right here, that's the fuel pressure line, and it's really annoying that it goes where it goes. This is ridiculous as well. These coming up through here, so we'll probably redo those again, you know, and have those go down along the frame and come up. We'll put a straight on this one so it comes straight into it or something. Well, you know, is what it is. Yeah, that sucks a little. But what we're going to do is we're going to go from that line out here into here and up into one of these. So I don't know which one's which. I want to say that the one from the water pump is going to be hot, and the one from the bottom hose, oh, that's not from the bottom hose, that's from the oil cooler into the water pump. Okay, so it goes from the radiator into the water pump. Water pump pumps cold air, cold water through the oil cooler and through the engine, and then it comes back out through the thermostat housings, I think. So I don't see a difference. It's just going to be not the hot water that I would think it would be, but okay, no big deal. So I don't like these valves, and so what chances are we're going to run the hoses up to here where these valves would be, and then we're going to put a loop in it, because I need to get new valves and I don't have any. So that's what we're going to do. So these are fittings right here, and I think I can take the fitting out and put some quarter turn shutoffs in there. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a good idea. Oh boy, that one is not going to be easy. And if I had some plugs, I'd just put some plugs in there, but there's no sense in trying to change these with the cooling system full. So we'll just go get what's necessary. But for now, these are cleaned up. We'll have to remember to bring those with us, so they'll go in my pocket for right now, which kind of sucks, but such is life. Okay. You're being a pain in the ass. There we go. Oh no. Be right back. Now, we don't really have to change these, but you know, it's just good insurance, cheap insurance. Change it right now or change it on the road later, you know. And these silicone hoses, they last a long time. So I'm just gonna change it. I think this top hose is not good. So we'll probably change those too. I don't have any, but yeah, that's pretty good. It's silicone, so not super concerned with it. Gasket surface is good. Seal's nice in there. Looks good. So I'm not gonna change that seal. Might squirt it off with a little brake cleaner. So it goes right here on this piece. We'll have to clean this off. There's that hose I was questioning whether I should change or not, and I'm not going to, I guess, because I need to take this off the front of the head, and I don't think I have a gasket for that. This is a silicone hose. Hopefully it's got years of service left in it. If not, you know, I'll probably wish that I would have done it, but it's not super hard. One exhaust pipe, 4 bolts, and a couple of clamps, so it's not rocket science. So we're gonna go around here, take off whatever gasket's still on there. I'm really good at throwing shit where it don't belong. That gasket material will be nice in that turbo. Oh boy. Well, what I'll do is I'll start it up before I hook the exhaust up. I'll start it up, make sure there's nothing in the exhaust and the manifolds. when you use a razor blade to clean the gasket surface, you can really feel any gasket material that's left on there. It's kind of nice. And all right, so got a little bit of this sealant, and what we're going to do is we're just going to do a nice little bit around it, and that's just basically to hold the gasket in place. Wow, cut myself. Didn't even think I touched the blade. But, you know me, if there's a way to slice my finger, I'll do it. Alright, so, see that's in there. All these surfaces are clean. We're going to set that up in there, in that hose, and push it on. And then set it down. Alright, this one had a where's my unit? Right here. Okay, now we'll put these hose clamps on, and we're gonna move some stuff around a little bit. To get those hose clamps on there, I'm gonna take this wire right here, and we're gonna pull it down here out of the way. We gotta go through these wires and figure out what's what. There's quite a few here. I just wanted to test something. You know, the gauge for the air filter was saying like 40 inches of mercury. And I thought, well, the air filter's probably plugged up, but I disconnected it and no different. So it's not that. You guys really can't see in there, but down in there's a fitting I'm going to replace with this shut-off valve so I can shut the water off to the heat if I need to. And this is kind of a tight little spot to go in there, and so don't rightly know how well this is going to work. What we're going to do, we're going to cheat the system a little bit. We'll put this pump in there. We're going to be very careful. Oh yeah. It'd be super cool if this pump was rechargeable lithium battery rather than D's, but it's okay. It's worth the cost of 2 batteries to not have to hand jug this thing. Got about a half a gallon left in here. Most of this is the trash. So, pretty good. All right, we'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna say third cylinder back on this side is needs an injector. So we're just gonna get the tools and change it. We'll be back. We'll find that air leak too when we get ready to go back together. All right, so this one right here, the air leak is cool. What we're going to do is we'll take this off, these fuel lines off. We'll move this over, take this off. We'll pop that injector out, and we'll stick a new injector in. Hopefully I have the right ones. What are these? 9A90. I think I have 9G90s. I don't know what the difference is. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. I'm gonna look right quick. Be right back. This is an oil tunnel that that sends oil from the mother to the child. And then inside here, is a big fat O-ring, so you don't want to lose that big fat O-ring. See it in there? And that's how it seals. So take these fuel lines off. It's hard to do that and hold this at the same time, but you get the idea. All right, I'll be back. So there's a special socket for taking these fuel lines out, and really it's just for breaking them loose and tightening them up. Once you get them loose, you just take them off by hand. You break these loose. These are 90 pounds and a torque. Now this holds both the jake to the tower and the tower to the block. So you know, it's pretty simple to change injectors, really. The hard part is just not getting in a hurry, dropping some stuff. I don't have any 9A90 injectors. I only have 9G90 injectors, and I'm not sure what the repercussions of that is, but you know, just to see if the mist goes away. This thing needs a full tune-up. I don't have the stuff I need to do it. I don't have an injector height gauge. I'm waiting for one, so I can't really. I mean, I could run the valves, but you know, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it once. And that's set the injector height, run the valves, and set the jakes. And you know, it's all easy stuff. It's just you know, you got to have the right stuff, and I only want to do it once, so I'm going to stick this injector in, put this all back down, leave the height where it is. Hopefully I don't trash one of these lines, but I've got a whole set, brand new unopened box of 8V92 Jake brakes, so I'm going to put it on Dolores whenever I get that done. I haven't had time to go and get the radiator for Dolores, and it's in the woods, and so it's going to be all grown up, and it's going to be one of those things where I need some help to get it out, and you know, so I'll have to like make arrangements with Chuck, see if he can come give me a hand. And it's, you know, it's kind of just one of those things. I'll also show you a little trick on these injector lines. I think I already showed them once, but hello? It's weird, right? Oh, it's the truck talking to me. I thought it was somebody. So there's a single bolt that's a hold down for the injector. And then it's just a matter of popping it up. Let me go get a crow's foot. I'll be right back. Then I'll restart you. So you want to be careful that you don't introduce some dirt into the system. But you just get just under that injector and you just give her a little, and it comes, seal sucks out of there. And then to get it out of the fuel rack, you just got to turn it a little bit. There you go. And then that's what it looks like right there. Interesting. One thing you don't want to do, you don't want to leave this little protective rubber on there, because you'll be mad if you do. Yeah. There's some crust in there. I might clean that out right quick. Be right back. You know, a lot of guys be freaking out right now because I'm about to do this, but you know, and rightly so. I mean, you shouldn't be sticking nothing down in the injector hole. But what I'm going to do is stick this rag in there and kind of clean that cup out, and then get a look in there. Yeah, much nicer. Yep. And so take your little protective rubber dude off. We can leave those fuel cap cover things on. Okay. There we go. And that thing is down. We'll get our little retainer. And you wanna just not get in a hurry, you know. This goes up in there, down on the injector. A little bit of wear on the top of those bridges, but not anything I'm worried about. I mean, this motor probably has 600,000 miles on it. I'm more concerned with the blower being rotted in half than anything else, really. Okay, we'll talk about the blower in a little bit. Let me get this on there. So the fuel injector, the fuel line has a flare on it, and you want that flare to be on the flare on the injector and on the feed, because if not, it'll leak. And of course, we're going to check it first, though, because we're going to start it up with the valve cover off and make sure things are copacetic before we go. Before you go getting carried away. And before you give this a final tighten, just get it snug. And then make sure that your rack moves free. Ninety. All right, and that should do it. We're going to just go over everything right quick. I know the injector's tight. These are tight. Doesn't hurt to go over it, you know, a little bit. And then should be ready to start it. It should actually sound a lot smoother. Now I want to say you could hear that cylinder pick up right when it got fuel, and so I want to say that it's good. It's dripping about the same out of both sides now. I'm going to go ahead and button this up. What do you guys think? Did it make a difference? I don't know if it did. I don't even know if I can get this out. I'll come over close to Franny and I'll try and cut it, but I don't think I can get through here. We got to top off that cooling system as well. So just took it for a drive, pulled back in. No drips out of the slobber tubes. I stuck 125 worth of fuel in because I am going to clean this tank and put it in service, I guess. I want to see if that is why the truck leans, is because it's got so much more weight on the passenger side. But you know, for now that's it. I'm tired of it. I'm gonna probably tarp it off. I was gonna change the gaskets underneath the lights, but you know, I'm running out of time before I have to go back to work. I got a mess to clean up. For some reason, Franny wouldn't start today. Not really sure what's up with that, but anyhow, we'll get this mess cleaned up and get these two trucks tarped. And that's the old slobber tube mess, you know, just from a couple minutes idling. So we're gonna get that handled. Anyways, we're gonna get those two trucks tarped off so that they don't get rained in anymore. And we appreciate you guys hanging out. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out jamespretty.shop. Get yourself some shirts, and we'll talk to you.